Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Jacob
And Hannah.
back here at Commerce Connects. Today, we have a really interesting and cool guest with us. His name's Mark Lozada, owner, founder of YBG Studios. Mark, tell us a little bit about what YBG is and what it stands for.
Yes, sir. So what YBG is we specialize in upcycling and basically taking old textiles and bringing them back to life, making new garments out of them. YBG stands for Young Bag Getters. So basically just to kind of influence the youth to get out there and start whatever entrepreneur dreams they want, whether it's clothing, food, flipping shoes, whatever it is. So that's was the inspiration behind the brand.
Cool. How did it get started? What was your...
Yeah, so how it really got started was during the pandemic. I saw this artist, designer named Peter Cho with utopia.us. And it was just seeing his work. It was just mind-blowing. He uses a lot of NFL jerseys and NBA jerseys, kind of flips them into shorts and stuff. And I seen a pair I really wanted, couldn't afford it. And then I was like, man, I really need these. So I went out, bought a sewing machine, a jersey, and kind of went for it. That's how it started.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah. I remember as soon as I saw your stuff, I hit you and I was like, bro. And I sent you his page. I was like, you know him and everything, because back when I was in LA, I worked with Peter Cho quite often, and actually had a couple pieces from him.
Yeah.
And so it was just crazy, coming back to Kansas and seeing that element of what I had out there in LA and what really was cool to see.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's crazy, man. He's a I don't know, probably one of my top 3 inspirations on getting me into the fashion industry.
Dude, his stuff with Nike. Didn't he do something just recently with Louis as well?
Yeah, Louis, True Religion. He does a lot with True Religion. Puma, I think. All kinds of brands.
Yeah, that's insane.
He's killing it right now.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, your stuff seems to bring a LA style. It's definitely ahead of Kansas, which is what I like. That's what you want to see, especially here, especially at the fashion show.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
That was a banger.
That was crazy.
Hit on that.
That was, man. The fashion show was amazing. It sold out. I didn't expect it to sell out. I expected probably 100 to 120 people. But yeah, it was an event Wichita definitely showed out for. I thank everyone who came out. If y'all came out, if you didn't, we got some news coming soon. So yeah,
that's awesome.
No, yeah, that was definitely, all of us were there, obviously, because Commerce Club.
Yeah.
There, but yeah, no, that was a very fun event. Packed the house, so that was awesome.
Yeah, Commerce Club. It's definitely a nice spot. It's amazing. I love coming here, getting work done, and the show. Just seeing people kind of fill the space up. I'm excited for what everything y'all got planned for the future. It's gonna be nice.
Dude, that's one thing. It was really cool to on my end of seeing all the photographers and all the media people there.
Yeah.
And seeing them come down to the photo studio. Yeah. And be like, wow.
Yeah.
This is here. This is in Wichita, and trying to get that side in here a lot more, because that's one thing I want to do is curate that creative community here in town.
Yeah.
And just seeing all of them come, I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, and that's just creating that environment here. You're bringing, all these creative people together to see something different that's not always in Wichita. And same thing, putting the creativeness and really exposing it to everyone here, saying we have that side in Wichita and it's here. So that's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's cool. It was, like you said, it was cool kind of just seeing all the photographers and videographers just naturally wow, they're just all over the place really at the show. They're kind of just taking it in and just, I don't know, man. This space is just, if you haven't been, you got to come. It's mind-blowing for real. You'll get a lot done here for your business brand. Me, I got a lot of ads, videos, marketing done just from that fashion show being here. I'd say I got a good month or 2 worth of media.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, that's one thing, seeing the way that you went about, because most, seeing the event space, there's some promoters that have 1 or 2 people out. But you had all the young media people that are on the rise at the event, And just want to give you props on that because that was crazy to see like the flood of content. I mean, I think there was 4 days after that was just packed.
Oh, yeah.
It was like Landon was posting, JD was posting, you were like collab posting everything.
Yeah.
And you had like unlimited content.
Yeah.
And so I think that was.
It's crazy. Yeah. It was JD, all the young guys who came out. Most of those dudes are in high school still or just now graduating. And like I said, my brand, YBG, is for the youth. So I try to focus on using younger people for whenever I do like photo shoots, videography, or really whatever to kind of give them the exposure that they need and kind of want to. And it's cool like working with them because they enjoy it. I enjoy it. Most of the time they just want clothes in exchange. So it's a win-win for both of us. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
it's dope.
And speaking a little of the fashion show, just because I'm curious, what was the creative process behind the theme of the fashion show? Like, touch a little bit on that.
Yeah, so kind of the theme on it, everyone saw my clothing and brand as this kind of just flipping blankets and stuff. So I really wanted to focus on showing people that I'm versatile because when I started, it was with all these other fabrics that I'm not currently using now, like denim and more dyeing, bleaching. My process was kind of different. So I really wanted to focus on bringing everything I learned over the years I've been sewing and kind of mash it together and bring this like catalog, I guess you could say, of items that I would wear personally. Because right now, well, how it was in the past, I say 2023, I was making a lot of custom pieces for other people, which is cool and fine. But it got to the point where I wanted to make stuff for me that I would wear to kind of see how the audience would react to that. And that was the idea for the show. It's like, all right, I want this. I like camo. I like military stuff. This is the vibe I want. I'm going to execute it like this. And it was smooth. It was my first time doing everything the way I did it, from manufacturing to making the clothes to the whole setup. It was time consuming.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I bet, yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of what just inspired me to give that vibe.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the everything, all the, pieces. And it was, like I said, stuff that, Wichita necessarily hasn't seen, but like needs to. And everything you make is fire, in my opinion. So.
Thank you.
How many one-on-one pieces were there that night?
Yeah, so I'd say each outfit, top and bottom, were all one-of-ones, probably except for like 1 or 2 pieces. So I'd say a little over 40 pieces were all one-of-one.
Hey, and there was people that came wearing one-on-one stuff.
Yeah.
I think that was really cool to see too.
That was pretty cool too. The craziest thing I think from that whole show was when it sold out, I think I had about 15 to 20 people watching the show from outside.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Like seeing people like message me and have content from like through the windows was like nuts. I was like, wow. Yeah. So
That's awesome. That right there just has to be like a good feeling. Like you sold out like because this was your first like solo.
Yeah, first solo show.
So like that's awesome. I can't, even imagine what the next one's gonna be like.
Yeah,
so that's I'm excited for that. I don't even know. You probably even started, thinking about that, but I'm super excited for the next one.
Yeah. Actually, the next one is going to be June 21st.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Let's
go. But this one's not for me. It's for the art museum. So Wichita Art Museum, it'll be poetry and fashion. So I believe we're going with fashion meets poetry as the name.
Oh.
So yeah, it'll be also one-of-one pieces, some super unique pieces because I'll be collabing with another textile artist. So all the fabrics will be handmade from scratch on top of the clothing. So these pieces are going to be like super, super unique.
Oh, that's going to be fun. How can people is there tickets or how can people, do you know how people can get tickets to that?
Yeah, so we're going to be promoting it here pretty soon. The Wichita Art Museum themselves are going to be putting tickets on their website. And I believe it's $20 and $10 for members. But you'll be able to walk through the whole art gallery and do all the fun stuff in the gallery before the show starts. But yeah.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. Definitely going to have to go.
It's going to be super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Man. So, another thing. with like the one-on-one aspect, like where did I'm gonna say how I want to go. Like where did picking up a tapestry and then creating that in the pants come from?
Yeah.
Because the one pair of pants that I got was the Christmas ones.
Yeah.
And those were crazy. I was like, man, I feel like my mom had the same tapestry when I was a kid.
So that kind of came from just kind of following the social media trend. I just was seeing it constantly. I never came across the blankets, and I was like, all right, I got to figure out how to get these blankets. So figured out how to get them. Shout out to Dead Center Vintage. They're always blessing me with the blankets, tapestries that I need. But yeah, it was just kind of just seeing the trend online, what people kept reposting, what they wanted, what you guys were sending me, like all the customers and supporters. So then I was like, all right, let's do it. Then that really took over. That was my bread and butter for a long time, just doing custom tapestry hoodies, pants. But now it's kind of switching all over the place.
Hey, I gotta say too, Devontae's pants.
Oh, those were crazy. Yeah.
That was obviously everything there was amazing as well. Yeah. But Devontae's pants were the ones I was just like, yo, you got those on my side?
Yeah, what we doing? Yeah.
Those went crazy.
For sure, yeah. Those were probably the I focused on those a lot. It didn't take me too long. I just wanted to really bring out the detail from the blanket I used from there. But yeah, it was the double knee Carhartt pants. I remember that. That was probably my favorite outfit. And I think he bought the whole outfit, walked out the show wearing it. Like, he didn't take it off at all. So yeah, that was definitely a crowd's favorite and one of my personal favorite outfits I made that show. For sure.
No, that's awesome. Well, and since we were talking about social media a second ago, how do you think that's like impacted you as an entrepreneur? Just being in the social media age, is that where you get a lot of your business from, or how does it impact you?
So I say social media is probably if not the biggest, one of the biggest things to kind of get your brand out there. I know early on it's really hard growing, but once you kind of get to that 800, 1,000 follower mark, it really just depends on the type of content you're providing to those people who are watching. Just it's important. Like, without social media, I don't think my brand would be where it is. I post pretty frequently, a few times a week. But yeah, that's number one for sure. And I'd say networking, really.
Yeah.
Networking has, like, for me, over social media has been probably the most effective way I went about my business. I know a lot of people right now, like clothing brand wise, are doing the influencer marketing, sending their clothes to influencers and kind of praying that they do a video or something about it, which is cool and fine. But for me, I kind of didn't want to do that just because I'm giving free clothing away to, I don't know, all these random people. And like I said, it's just waiting and praying. So I feel like networking was kind of like that, getting people to see what I do without having to like hesitate on them or wait, kind of wait on them to get a response. Y'all kind of just meet up with them, show them, even like pop-up events, like that's considered networking whenever you talk to like your customers and stuff. That played a big part. The Shop and Grubs, Festive ICT, all their events, the Sneaker Fest, those events grew my social media page. So that's kind of, it all ties in together, networking and social media, Instagram. So I feel like really locally here in Wichita, you got to do a well balance of both. You can't just be on Instagram or be out. You gotta do both, because
you gotta talk to the people.
You gotta put that footwork in.
Yeah,
for real.
And that's what you do a lot. That's kind of how I first like got introduced to like your brand and you. It was probably, I don't even remember where, maybe a Sneaker Fest or something. And then saw you on Instagram and I was like, this dude's doing it. So that's kind of that's really up the alley for anybody, when to start a business, network, and utilize social media the best you can.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's one thing, like, Nana and I, we've talked about the whole shop and grub aspect of it is, like, for someone like yourself where you're selling higher ticket items, like, you're there just, like, really build that networking aspect.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you're aiming to get sales. That's always a good pray and hope. But also, it's like, man, if you can build that network aspect and get future customers from it, because one thing I see a lot is vendors that just sit there. They just sit there behind their booth. And, like, every time I see you, you're up, moving around, talking.
Yeah.
Like, you really embody, like, your brand.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I think people really need to start doing.
Yeah.
Is, like, your products can sell. I mean, they can sell themselves. But, I mean, if you're backing that brand, I think
it's a whole different thing. Because, like we said, people want to connect. It's not, you can have the most fire shirt or shoes ever, but if, like, I'm not going to go to someone's booth who's just, like, staring at me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go talk to the person, and I'm going to be like, this guy was cool. I'm going to buy his shirt.
Yeah.
So it's really, connecting with people and stuff, so.
Yeah, for real. That's super important. And like you said, like, people just sitting down behind their booth, kind of, like, timid and scared. That was, like, me, like, my first 2 events.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you definitely got to get out of that shell and talk to people. I was definitely shy person at first, but now throughout, like, the years and stuff and months and stuff doing this, definitely opened up my character and everything for the better. But, yeah, like, that's definitely the number one thing. I think at the last Sneaker Fest, the vendor next to me, it was one of my friends. Like, I know him, and I didn't know he was going to be there. He was right next to me, and I was like, all right, I know I'm going to do well, but you next to me, I don't know. But I was just kind of just watching him, peeping what he was doing, and then I think when it got, like, halfway, when it slowed down, I was like, hey, bro, switch your stuff around, talk to them more, kind of engage with them. Your sales will be way better, trust me. And I think right after I walked around, he did that, and people were starting to buy his T-shirts, bags, and little pendants and stuff he had there. So it's really just how you interact with the customer, how you initiate the conversation, how you present yourself as a character, because you are, like, your brand, So at the end of the day, your brand is representing you. So that's super important with anything, really, any business, because your business, at the end of the day, goes back to that person. So
100%.
Yeah, networking and social media, keeping a good reputation is number one for sure on just growing and being successful.
Hit on the knockout. Like, how did that all come about?
Yeah, knockout. So how that worked out is I kind of just wanted, like, a little part-time job so that I wouldn't really have to stress out and worry about, like, bills and stuff, So I was just working there to kind of pay, like, the light bill, Wi-Fi, stuff like that. But I also wanted to get my clothes in there just because, shoes and clothes, it's like and go hand in hand together. So, and I was a sneakerhead growing up and everything, so it was just perfect. I went in there, talked to them. Everything was fine. Our HR who hired me, I had just met her at an event I was doing a week before. So, like I said, events are important. So that helped me get the job. I didn't even really interview. It was just like, oh, we already talked all this. I know you're a good person. Hired me on. Went in there. I was there for about 6 months. Not even. I'd say 4 months. And I was selling my clothes out of there, working there. Everything was going good. And then I ended up getting my own store. That was dope. It was definitely a lot of work having your own store, doing everything on yourself, with employees and everything. That just didn't work out for me. I needed another change. So they were in Town West, and the whole power situation with them. So the power there ended up getting turned off. They were tired of it. and I was tired of doing what I was doing. I was like, hey, let's just come back together and get a store together. And I was like, I have this perfect spot downtown. I know the owner. It's the same guy who owned my store. Mike Ramsey, great dude, great person. But yeah, so we went down, checked out the space. We all fell in love with it. We were locked in. I think the next day we were like, all right, let's do it. Sign the contract, everything. And then it was really like the family aspect. Like all of us, in total it's 5 of us. 3 guys own, the shoes, Mike, Cade, Ernie. And then it's me with the custom clothing and CR with 2 a.m. fits. So it was kind of like that same group at Town West, just at a smaller scale. So we wanted to obviously grow. Everyone wanted to grow. CR, me, all the guys. So we just went for it, Scared money don't make money. The rent was obviously not cheaper, more expensive. But we had a plan. We executed it. And that's kind of how we got to where we are. We just like the fam. Like we all work good together. We're a great team. We constantly grow. We don't really butt heads like that. If we do, it's settled that day, the same day. That's my guys. Like we're constantly doing things to better our store, our customer service, everything for Wichita, just because I don't know, Wichita just shows out for us every time we do something, whether it's Knockout or me or together. So we just wanted to kind of bring that family aspect back together. So
yeah, dude. And when I was excited to see the move, because I saw obviously with the power stuff, everything like that. Yeah. I saw that they were coming downtown. I was like, all right, like let's see like how it's gonna look. And as soon as I went in there, it was like the first or second day they opened. Yeah, I was like, yeah, they brought that LA feel here.
Yeah, they sure did.
Like there's so many like shoe stores in LA where you got the plastic bags with clothes and it just felt premium when you walked through that door.
Yeah, we definitely try to give off those big city vibes here in Wichita, just because it's hard to find, it's hard to get. And we are doing store renovations right now, so the store will look totally different, expanding, bigger, more things, more stuff. So yeah, it's going to be fire.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Lots of changes.
And it's awesome too, the way you guys support the community.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, how many local brands do you guys carry in there?
I think we have right now 4 local brands.
Yeah, because I know you got one for us. I know you got Home Team. And then what else you guys got in there?
We got, it's not a local brand. I think he's out of Chicago. It's called Grimy Clothing.
Okay.
We met him, I think, traveling at like sneaker events, sneaker cons and stuff like that. Pretty cool dude, pretty cool stuff too. So, and then me and CR. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So 5 with those, and then I think one other brand, Out of Line Apparel.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, they're based out of Denver, but they were here locally for a while too in Wichita. But yeah, those are all the local brands and other brands we work with. Yeah, and then community wise, we constantly give like free shoes.
That's
like, Yeah, so I think twice a week, sometimes once a week, depending on what we get in. But yeah, we always put a pair of shoes in the tree or do a giveaway or scavenger hunt. Rock, paper, scissors.
I be seeing those and I low-key miss it every time. I'm like, dang, but I think that's like a really unique thing that you guys do and that really like, it just elevates your brand because that I love like that stuff. I want to go find some shoes in a tree and be like, oh my gosh, I won.
And it's taking the whole giveaway aspect to a whole different level. It's not like, comment, share, and tag 2 friends below. It's not cheap stuff either. I mean, you guys put some Supreme ones in the tree.
Yeah, for real. Like we definitely try to give back like the most like craziest things we can, because we know everyone can't afford those things, and if we get it for a good price, we're gonna definitely give it to y'all for a good price. What else? We also are bringing back Saturday Stills. Well, we already brought Saturday Stills back, so those have been going crazy. We've been giving out like free foam runners, $100 Jordan 4s, like stills, like crazy stills on Saturday. So every Saturday, be on the lookout for a Saturday still.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on the lookout for all that because
good stuff. Fear God, Essentials, Dunks, Jordans, Yeezys, all of it.
Let's go.
We're
So
you got it. Speaking of this knockout boys, well, it's about the slingshot.
Oh yeah. So
hey, we're gonna have to go rent this
for real. So me and the guys at Knockout, we just kind of finished up everything too, getting everything up and running for y'all. But we got the slingshot custom blacked out 2024 automatic, you know. So it's no manual, one of the only automatics in town. So you could rent that out now. It's on Turo. So we just made a post about it. You can go look at the post, click the link, book your day. But if you want to ride in style for a week, a weekend, a couple of days, a few hours, whatever you want, you can definitely book that with us.
Hey.
We need Commerce Club Commerce Connects to book it, and then we just make a video rolling around.
Commerce Connects live in the slingshot.
Yeah.
Not the microphone.
Might have to pull up downtown, asking questions.
Yep. That would be lit. That would be dope.
Anna jumps out.
Yeah, no. It's going to be super cool for you guys. Bringing another experience here to Wichita, you know? So, yeah.
You guys are just doing like a lot of different stuff as bringing, you know, like just a fun atmosphere, even just like that, and just the vibes. It's just awesome, and a group of young guys too. Like I love it. I love when, you know, young entrepreneurs are succeeding and, you know, bringing that here.
We're constantly looking for the next thing. This is only the start for real. So, like 5 years from now, if you see us with a warehouse in Wichita, like don't be surprised. Like we're there's no stopping for us. We're always looking for the better or the next thing to do, you know. You just got to be like that, you know, if you want to grow.
Love it.
So if you got one piece of advice for someone that's trying to be a young entrepreneur, like someone that's trying to get into it, what is that?
I'd say dream big, like make sure your dreams are obviously reasonable, like something that's not like crazy, but really like whatever you put your mind to, you could definitely do. It's just being consistent and really like giving it your all. Like I feel like a lot of people say they give it their all. I know I have said I gave it my all, but I really haven't. But it comes down to just lock it in really and focusing on everything. Whenever you're down, that's when you know it's coming. Like once you get through that, once you get over all those bumps and L's, that's when it comes. And I guess my number one thing for me, what I learned, and what changed the way I thought and made everything smooth is whenever something goes bad, like if you take a loss as a loss, obviously it's gonna like hurt you, you know, but if you take the loss as a lesson, you know, you learn from it, you know. So
that's powerful.
Every time I took a L, you know, I always like, all right, I learned. It was a lesson, you know. It's like free school at that point, you know. You pay like college, you'll pay a college to learn something, you know. You just use your money to, you know, learn something. So it's just really locking in with that. Like don't get too down on yourself and just coming back and even harder after something brings you down. So
what is your favorite part about being an entrepreneur?
My favorite part is honestly just meeting everyone. Like I don't think if I had this business going, I would have met like y'all and be as cool with y'all. But yeah, just the people I get to meet, like Devontae, you know, an ex NFL player, you know, probably about to go back to the NFL here soon. Rappers, musicians, other creators. Yeah, it's just been amazing, like seeing everyone I've seen, you know. I got invited to Complex Con, you know, went there for free. So that was pretty dope doing that. But yeah, it's just, that's what I like about it the most.
I love that.
Sure.
Yeah.
If there's one misconception about being an entrepreneur, what do you think like the biggest misconception is?
You have more time. That is
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks like you
Yes.
have more time and everything. Yeah, you have more time to do stuff, but you're like if you're doing it right, you're gonna be having 12-hour days during like that's when you know like you're putting work in. You know, 12-hour days is like a normal day for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what my day's been looking like since January. You know, this year. So this year's been kind of crazy, like in a good way, obviously, but yeah, like putting the hours in, man. That's the misconception.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've been like kind of battling myself more and more.
Mhm.
It's like people like, oh, you work for yourself, you get to pick your own schedule, and which is cool in concept, yes,
Yeah.
but also, I mean, in like our position with being on the social media side for multiple different companies, we're just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at the discretion of this
Them.
person, that person, and I gotta
They
make
pick
6
my
schedules
schedule.
work.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I try to always explain to people. It's like,
Mhm.
hey, I'm sorry if this project takes a little bit longer. Like, if I can't make this date line up for you, because it's like I'm trying to juggle 6 schedules.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah, and try and make it all like I've had that. Some people that I do stuff for, they're like, oh, you know, you gotta wait a little bit because, you know, we got 6, 7 projects working, and yeah, but yeah, you're definitely at the discretion of them. So you do work more,
Yeah.
but it's also I feel like it's more freeing. Like
Yeah.
I feel better working harder for me
Yeah.
instead of working harder for somebody else, which is cool. And that obviously we need, you know,
Yeah.
that, but I like, you know,
Mhm.
I like that part too. So
Yeah, definitely. It's less stressful. It can be stressful,
Yeah.
but it's definitely less stressful having to worry about someone like over your head, you
Yeah.
know. But
and like sick days, like you can't be sick today.
Yeah.
Well, what if I am? Like, I gotta go sleep.
for real. Yeah.
what's one fashion trend that you don't really care for too much?
Skinny jeans. Skinny jeans, I never really cared for them. I had a few pair, yeah, just because I had to be a part of the trend. But man, I hated skinny jeans. Those were the worst. That was one trend that I wish would never have came
Yeah,
out.
like
It was bad.
I never understood. I mean, me being a bigger guy, all my jeans feel skinny too.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like man, like because if I wear baggy jeans, I'm like, yeah, man, these get real baggy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But there's also on the flip side of just like some of them are just like they're jeggings. at
yeah,
that point.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of the
Yeah.
guys, like the little skinny guys already, when I see them
Yep.
with the super skinny, I'm like, all right, man, come on.
Give yourself some.
Get some breathing room.
Some
For real. But
Then-
yeah, I'd say that, and let's see, the man, I forgot what it was. I don't know.
What's an underrated?
Oh,
trend?
that's a good
Underrated
one.
trend?
Yeah.
Right now, for me, it's the not really underrated right now, but really hoodies like year round.
Mhm.
For me, I could wear a hoodie like in the summer, you know, like lightweight. Man,
I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. I
Man,
just
it hits 60 degrees. That hoodie's coming off.
I feel like the hoodie is like, I don't know, essential piece
I
year
feel that.
round.
I'm a
I don't
hoodie
know.
person
Yeah.
too.
You are?
Like I'm a hoodie person.
I don't
so,
know.
like,
It's like I don't know, security blanket or
yeah,
something.
no, it really is though.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I have probably like 5 or 6 hoodies that mandatory
Yeah.
in my rotation.
Yeah, you just
Got
keep them
it.
in the cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yo, I just want to stop this episode real quick to kind of tell you guys about one of our sponsors, Buffalo Brew. If you're in the El Dorado Valley Center area or even downtown, make sure you stop at Buffalo Brew and get you a cup of coffee, maybe a snack, maybe an energy drink. They are located downtown at the Commerce Club. So, Hannah, tell them a little bit about what the Commerce Club is.
Yeah, the Commerce Club, we're a co-work space, private offices, event space. We do a little bit of everything. We have a podcast studio, which is what we're using, photography studio, conference rooms, and it's just a good place to be. Best place in Wichita right now, I think so.
100%. I do not disagree with that. So hope you guys are enjoying this episode, and yeah, I'll let you guys get back to it. One thing that we asked a couple of our past guests was, do you think going viral is necessary to be like a successful business?
I don't think it's necessary, but I think it does help a lot.
Okay.
You know, so depending on like the video that goes viral, whether it's like a product video or like a, I don't know, informational video, you know, yeah, that really determines on how you benefit from it. I know a lot of brands, when they have a content or any sort of content that goes viral, it usually turns into a lot of sales for them. So personally, I haven't went viral yet, so I wouldn't be able to.
Hey, soon.
Yeah, soon.
It's coming.
It's coming. We've had some clips that hit that 20K mark, so it's coming soon. But yeah, I know it'll definitely help, but it's not like necessary to get going.
Yeah. Have you dabbled in like the ad space at all?
Yeah. So for the show, was the first time I really ran meta ads. Meta ads are way better than Instagram ads. I know y'all hear it all the time. But Instagram kind of just leaves it on Instagram. Meta it's all over. It's since they like own like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
It goes across all their platforms, online, like shopping on a regular website, YouTube, Shopify, Spotify, like literally everything. Those ads hit. So those are like the top ads, Meta for sure.
Yeah, I think they're almost better than like Google ads too.
Yeah,
like I think Meta ads,
sure.
if you're gonna run ads, Meta ads are the way to go.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about where the majority of people are. They're on Instagram, Facebook. I mean, and obviously it depends on which market you want to hit. If you want to hit a little bit younger, you're going to hit Instagram.
Yeah.
But one piece of ad that I brought up with Taylor was Snapchat ads.
Oh yeah, that's
like that one when I was pushing Plainview pretty hard at the jump it was so untapped, and I had my own like Snapchat marketing person. We would hop on a call once a week, and she would like help me game plan content for him, and it was like insane to be like, oh yeah, we're running ads on Snapchat.
Yeah.
But then you would see the numbers like come from that, because obviously with the music we're trying to hit that younger audience.
Yeah.
We're like, at the time, I mean, they're still kind of strict on it. Like Facebook and YouTube are kind of strict on it. You can't push sub 18.
Yeah.
But Snapchat, you could go down to
get,
13.
Yeah.
They were allowing, and obviously now they tailored it a little bit more. But for that, we were just like, yo, we could hit those freshmen in high school. And we tried it with a couple different artists, and we're like, yo, like the Snapchat ads are where it's at.
Yeah. That's crazy. I remember seeing a lot of those, like you said, Snapchat ads. I haven't really got into those yet. Definitely something I need to.
Dude, let's play around with some stuff too, because once I get that logo from you, I can make these AR like spinning logos. I did them for Blake a while ago.
Okay.
But I think I can figure out still how to get them on Instagram. We'll do it, Commerce Club, everything.
Yeah.
To where it's like location based, to where you can use, like it'll just be like your logo like floating in the middle.
Yeah. Like a little render of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
do
fire.
some stuff like that. But yeah, the whole social media world, like I think, it's just insane.
Yeah. I feel like once you master or kind of figure out one platform, like I feel like everyone has that one platform that works best for them.
Oh yeah.
Like if you go to some viral person on TikTok, they're not gonna have the same following on Instagram. If you go on Instagram, they're not gonna have the same following on TikTok or YouTube or anything. So I feel like picking a few of those like social media platforms that really work for you and like going at those heavy and hard, like consistently, that's gonna pay off too. Cause I mean, I used to go heavy on TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff. But now it's really just Instagram. You know, I'll go live on TikTok every now and then, but really just Instagram and then ads. You know, that's what's for me. That's what's working. And getting eyes on my page, platform, in store. So
What do you think about like X, Threads, like
Yeah,
those type
so-
of things?
I feel like those are like kind of those like trendy, like you post on there kind of to just get viral, you know? It's those like, all right, you post, you might not gain a lot from it, but if it goes,
hits,
it's gonna
it
go,
hits.
you know?
Yeah,
So
that's
it's-
it. I've never really like. I'd try to dabble in Threads a little bit. I was really big in Twitter back in the day.
Yeah.
But just because like a couple of the communities that like the photographer community was so thick on Twitter, it was random.
Yeah.
And then a couple artists that we worked with, they had a really good Twitter following, so I tried that for a while,
Yeah.
and then it died off, and now I have like 2,300 followers on there, and I'll post and get like 10 views. I'm like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
I even got paid for that the Twitter Blue just to see, because they said, hey, it will help push you to more people. I get like maybe 40 interactions or something like that.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I don't. Yeah, no, I think people, especially if they're doing clothes like yourself or just being a content creator, obviously focus on the platforms that are in push content more. Because Twitter's like obviously pretty
More,
text based.
Yeah.
Threads is the weird stepchild, I would say.
Threads is weird. Like, I feel like since it is so connected to Instagram, like there's less engagement because my Threads is connected to my Instagram. I got crazy followers on Threads, but if I thread something, it gets like 3 likes.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother. I don't do X really, so Threads.
Yeah, I haven't posted on X, or I haven't even posted on Threads yet, but I'd say back when X was Twitter in like 2017, 2018 is when that was like
the golden.
That's when I used to tweet sometimes, you know, get 100 likes, you know, 20 retweets or something.
Yeah, I mean, because Twitter to me was, especially when it was Twitter, it was just like, man, I want to say something out of pocket.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Let's say something.
It was
let's
say
get crazy.
something.
It's like a meme page or like talk your stuff.
Hey, I mean, my thread, X is now like the feed of it is strictly like fight videos. I don't know what it is.
Mine is too, and I'm not even like
Street beef.
It's like when I was like that angsty 17-year-old kid just watching fight videos all the time. It's that algorithm is true and strong there.
Let's keep it's going.
It's like Twitter is just it's its own beast, especially like after Elon took hand of it. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't even know the last time I checked my X/Twitter.
I was on it like before the podcast.
I think you sent me. Did you send me a screenshot of something on that? Yeah. That was the last time I think I checked it because I went and looked. I was like, oh.
Anchor was when I got the Twitter Blue and I said I'm famous now or something and sent her my check.
And so I went and looked. I was like, yeah.
I did. That's funny.
I mean, even the only reason I really use it now is just for the crypto space.
Yeah, and that's big. That's where it's big, is the crypto space. Twitter X will get you, locked in. So yeah. I feel like for creators like us, we're like more like Instagram based people. I mean, 100%. I know I am. I mean, Facebook a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out TikTok. I don't really.
Yeah.
Dude, TikTok's weird too.
TikTok is super weird.
Yeah.
Lately, it's been super weird, especially with all the
like
drama going on.
Is it getting shut down or are we keeping it?
It's like,
I think it'll stay.
I mean, when that was going on, I posted a video. It got like 1,000 views. Did pretty decent. And I went to post another one. It was like shadow banned or something. It got like 20 views or like no views. I was like, dang.
Dude, so that's the most like gut wrenching thing too. When like I'll open up TikTok and be like, oh, this got 20 views.
Yeah, it's like what? I know this.
Like, how did the one right before it perform like 600-700?
Yeah,
maybe 1,000 from then 20 views. Like, did I say something wrong in it?
Yeah, I don't get their reasoning.
I feel like, I don't know, the videos that go viral on there, it's like, really?
Yeah, it's like, is this is viral? That's why I like Instagram. I mean, and people obviously have their opinions. Some people are like, no, TikTok's the way to go. I'm like, Instagram, at least the algorithm, like you're getting it's true.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be It's gonna be consistent.
Yeah.
TikTok,
I feel
don't
like
think
it's
you get
forced.
consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
it's like
definitely feel
too
like
much swiping for sure.
Yeah.
Instagram, you swipe a couple times and then you find something
Yeah.
that you like.
Mm-hmm.
But
even YouTube Shorts now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube
Dude,
Shorts. Yeah.
YouTube Shorts are I gotta get on that. That's another game. That's the sauce right there. YouTube Shorts.
But theirs is weird because like it's hard cut at a minute.
Yeah.
Like if you go
Yeah.
over a minute, it uploads it as a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Because I tried to do one that was like 59 point like whatever on the scale,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still when it rendered, it added an extra frame,
Yeah.
and it counted as like a minute and one frame, and it got uploaded as a video.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, now these people can see I uploaded a video, and it's a vertical.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can't wait to come back. Like I
The
feel
vertical.
the horizontal
Oh, yeah, the
wave
horizontal.
coming back so heavily. Because now even TikTok, you can upload up to 10 minutes
Yeah.
on TikTok, and then it allows you to say view in full screen. You press it, and it will turn the screen for you. So I feel I'm
You
praying.
feel like it's coming back.
Yeah.
Because you lose so much like field of view on a vertical video.
Yeah.
I feel like as a videographer, that's like your mind right there. Because, I mean, I see that, but when I'm scrolling, when I see those other, the other angle, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
But
But also,
I don't like when I see those videos where it's like, all right, turn your phone. And it's
Yeah.
like it catches me at the beginning, then I'll turn my phone. But sometimes it's like,
I don't want to.
Oh, see, I don't. I mean, uploading a vertical or like a horizontal video rotated is kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I just dropped a video for Commerce Connects a little
Yeah.
bit ago that was a horizontal in the vertical space, and I'm gonna get yelled at for that one. But,
Well, no, you remember we were talking about it. You were testing.
oh no, I just
out.
did it today.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
figured you were
yeah.
testing it out.
Well, it's
How did it
kinda-
do?
I don't know. I uploaded it right once Mark walked through the door.
Oh, well, I guess we'll
I
see after
uploaded one
this.
today too, same way.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't think it's like, because also it depends on the day. Sometimes I'm a feed watcher.
Yeah.
Like I'm not clicking the video. If I'm just like scrolling and it catches my eye, I'm not going to click it and then expand it unless it needs to.
Mhm.
So
That's true.
that's how I feel about like those videos as well, where it fills up that box rather than having the full feed. But it's so hit or miss. Like,
it is.
I just wish there would be like, hey, I'm an Instagram developer. Here's exactly
Here's-
what it is.
Yeah.
But then they'll change it in 2 days.
Yeah, no, it's always changing. And that's why I think just as like creatives, like you just have to do what like makes you happy. And like if you love it, if you love the content you're putting out, the algorithm doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because like if you can stand behind your work, it's gonna do well. And so yeah, everyone's trying to catch the algorithm. Oh, what's it doing? How should I do this? Just make something you like and stand on it.
It'll come to you.
Yeah.
for
Like
sure.
the energy will come your way. You don't gotta force nothing. It's gonna come to
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah. That's
It's a good time.
for real.
great time.
Man. But I guess we'll wrap it up a little bit. Mark, where can they find you?
600 East Douglas, located in Knockout Sneaker, across from NASCAR Park, right next to Old Tasty Mill.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Old Tasty.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
place.
get something going.
Yo, their
For real.
meatloaf.
Is it good?
For sure.
Bussin'.
Super good.
Yeah.
Where can they find you on social media?
YBG.studios on Instagram and TikTok. YouTube is coming soon. For
Ooh.
sure.
Ooh, we're ready.
And then one more time for the event.
June 21st, Wichita Art Museum fashion show. All one-of-one pieces, all one-of-one fabrics. So
I can't
awesome.
wait for that. I'm about to, whenever they drop the tickets, I'm going to get some.
Yes.
100%.
And Wichita Art Museum will be dropping those tickets. Yes.
Cool. Hannah?
Oh, hand got handles
All right.
on everything.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Oh, yeah. jclark.jpg, of course. And then, of course, follow Commerce Connects. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys.
Hey, you gotta get that manage to create too.
Oh.
Manage to
Oh.
create the
Shout
sauce.
out, manage to creating
That's the
everything.
man behind everything.
100%. So, again, appreciate you for coming
Thanks,
on.
Mark.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for sitting down with us. And, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.